OJ's a charming guy. He's an impressive guy in the early stages, right? He's just got that charisma, that vibe, and man, and you think it's real. You think it's authentic.
Anything. I learned about Nicole's abuse when I was sitting in court.
Wow. So you never saw anything personally. You never saw harsh words, possessiveness.
The only thing I saw was I was putting Sydney to sleep. You know how Sydney's room overlooked the circular driveway, and I held her in my arms, and Nick, it was either the Mercedes or I think it was the Mercedes at the time. OJ was on one side, Nicole was on the other, and they were just exchanging words. Couples fight, they yell, whatever, but it wasn't fighting. I just kind of looked out the window and said, "Hey, you guys, can you keep it down? I'm trying to put Sydney to sleep." That was the only thing that I can say that, where the only thing that I ever saw until everything in hindsight. Then I helped her move out of Rockingham. And I don't know if you want to go there yet, but
we'll definitely get there. So what about the rest of the family, though? Because you were younger, so maybe they shielded you from some of that information. But do you ever remember conversations with your parents or one of your sisters thinking, something's going on here, something's a little weird? Because some of the instances, with 911 calls, they're out there, right?
Yeah.
But you never saw it, huh?
I was in high school, or, keep in mind, when I was in high school, my sisters were all having kids, right? So, but all my nieces and nephews started coming in when I was 13 years old. So everything I saw was family. And when I was then I moved to San Diego to go to UC San Diego. Again, it was Nicole and her life and my life were intersecting as adults and adult women and as sisters. And I was 21, 22 years old. And I was like, oh my God, I've got to take my friend to LAX. He's going to Sweden. He doesn't have a ride. Hey, she was living at Gretna Green. And I said, Nick, why don't I come by? Our lives were intersecting at the time where I was really getting to know her. And sadly, it was taken away from me.
She probably confided more, I would think, with Denise having kids, and you were, and probably shielding you also, not to let, she probably confided in Denise the most, and it was so relatable, and probably just said, okay, I can release this to one sister, it'll be Denise.
And they were very, very protective of me. All of them are moms. I'm not a mom. I never wanted children. I love them. I'm great with them, but it's okay, bye. When the Lifetime story came out, the docuseries, I was really affected by it in a bad way. Where I confronted, my sister, Denise, and I was like, I don't like this. Because I thought it was going to be about Nicole. We all know about her domestic violence. We know her marriage with OJ. But for them to bring in somebody from the Dream Team and his sister-in-law, I'm I was just really, I remember telling Denise, I'm not happy with this. And then a couple of months ago, actually it was in October, and she goes, we need to talk about this. She's like, you never came back to me to share it with me. And I'm like, you're my big sister. I said it to you. I was kind of waiting for you to kind of do the follow-up, and because I learned a lot about how everybody knew about her abuse. And I can't do that because I'm so much younger. And I firmly believe everybody was protecting me.
Right. And the first time you hear it,
I do believe that.
And the first time you hear it, you're in the courtroom.
I was in the courtroom.